Hi guys, it's me, Serenity, here at the ocean, in the deep blue sea, getting in touch with my inner divinity. No, but seriously, there's no other place I would rather be than here with the sunset and these beautiful, fresh baby roses and this lovely force of flowing water. Doesn't get any better than this. I feel like I'm off and away on a timeless tryst. This is sheer bliss, a lucid scene that I would never want to miss. I could keep going, but I'm just gonna stop there because sometimes when I rhyme, it doesn't even make that much sense. It's just like, ooh, that rhymes. But I don't know how much room I have on my phone because I just recorded a few things, so if it cuts off, it's probably going to cut off in divine timing anyway, so it is what it is. What can you do when the divine is orchestrating everything for your highest good, right? Let's go along with it, essentially. Speaking of going along with everything for your highest good, I'm coming to you guys today with a message about communication with your twin. It's just so interesting because the dynamic is like, as soon as you meet your twin, it's like, okay, we're in a relationship, like this is it. I don't have to look for nobody else. This person gets me deeper than I get myself on so many energetic, subtle levels that I know that this is where bliss lives, so I'm Gucci. But then reality sets in and it's like you're here in this 3D body and you have to learn to it's not like this twin flame relationship is just all bliss and you don't have to go through any challenges, basically. You still have to work through things as any relationship with anybody that you have here on earth. It's just that the twin flame is just like such a cherished gift that it feels effortless, but then there's those moments where you kind of clash, where the ego clashes, and then you're like, okay, I need to figure this out. And I was thinking last night, like, I'm studying my twin, like this is my last incarnation here on earth. Like, classes in session for real, and I'm open to these love lessons because I feel like it's serious business, but I am trying to make sure I'm leaving some room for playtime, and this is definitely some playtime right here, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the water feels, like I'm just all up in it to win it, like, yes. But luckily you get to a point where you're not as triggered when your twin says something because you are able to see beyond the surface level of the words that they're saying, because you can feel into the depth of the emotions that they're trying to transmit in that moment in time. They may not be able to convey it at that moment, which is why it's important to know that time is valuable. Like, through that time away from each other, and I'm gonna move back because the waves are getting strong, and I don't want my phone to get wet. I don't have a waterproof phone. I should though, the way I'd be living in the ocean like a sea nymph. But so yeah, I feel like when I'm in separation from my twin physically, it's almost like I'm triggered or he's triggered, and then it's like my inner spirit, my ego, I don't know what you want to call it, is like literally trying to climb up a mountain, like basically trying to get up to the highest vantage point that I can see this from, so that I won't take it so personally, because none of it is personal. We're all just trying to convey these emotions here and work through these feelings as best as we can. So it's like, I feel like the phase that we're going through is learning to embody and carry the light within us for longer periods of time, as well as embodying our higher selves wills to part while also merging our higher selves together. Because I feel more in union with him than I have ever felt. And I know it's because we're both attuned to the love vibration, and we know that with love anything is possible. And we know it from experience, because whenever we feel loved by one another, and whenever we just feel love from within, from source, we just feel this unstoppable force within ourselves, and we know that that is the path to take. The path of the heart is gentle and tender. Yes, sometimes it may feel like your heart is being broken open and shattered, but it is a safe and divine path to traverse. The heart space is a safe space to traverse through life with, because it is the center of love. It is the center of the highest good for all. And not just in your twin flame union, for everyone who you come in contact with. Because as I've mentioned before, we're here on a mission to transmit as much light as we can and help uplift the atmosphere, the etheric atmosphere, the vibrations of this universe that we are all reflections of in tiny incarnate form, yet expansive and infinite in nature. So I guess the point that I'm trying to get across is continue to trust in divine timing, continue to trust in yourself, continue to believe and have faith in the imperceptible. I know these feelings that we have are imperceptible. We're always looking for confirmation outside of ourselves to confirm that our feelings are valid, but they are valid even without all the synchronicities and all the confirmation. Because in the beginning, though, the synchronicities will go wow. Like, there's like blissful synchronicities all over the place, and you're like, thank you, Source, for confirming this, because I don't know, like, this is new for me. I never experienced nothing like this before in my life. I needed those confirmations externally to confirm my internal goings on. But after a while, you just know that you just know that you just know, and you just be knowing that you just know because you just know. And it's like undeniable because it's a known fact, because you feel it. Like, feelings feel like metaphysical proof that we are alive. If we didn't feel, I mean, if we didn't have sensation, if we didn't have sentiment, if we weren't sentient, then what would this all be about? But it's also a paradox, because we're afraid to feel, because the deeper we feel, the deeper the higher probability that we're liable to be hurt in the end. Because as I mentioned in my previous video, the deeper we feel bliss, the deeper we might feel suffering in the end. But when you reach when you actually reach the point of enlightenment, you know that bliss and suffering are along the same spectrum, and you can never truly lose anything, because everything comes back in a different form, and you have everything within yourself already. So, and even if you were to lose your twin in the physical, yes, it would be painful to detach from that physical sensation of being with your twin. But I mean, things like astral sex and soul travel prove that you are still connected in the fifth dimension, in the ethereal realms, even when your twin, oh, this water feels so good, even when you and your twin are not in physical union. So continue to try your best to keep your vibrations high. Continue to try your best to be grateful that we're here and alive. Just try to express gratitude as much as you possibly can, because gratitude is akin to the love vibration. I almost spelled that way, almost knocked his sister over. But I guess I can give a quick update on the goings on in my twin flame dynamic. So yesterday, in the morning, I was feeling just a little lethargic, but I had enough energy to get through the day, to get through the first half of the day, and everything was great or whatever. And I also been noticing that I've been manifesting like super duper fast. Like, I broke my headphones, which I always do. I have butterfingers, I'm clumsy, and I break everything. It's like I don't really care about physical material stuff, because I know it doesn't really matter. But then it does, because it's helping us exist in this time space reality. I'm gonna get up because my stuff is getting wet, all of my stuff over there. But anyways, yeah, so I've been manifesting stuff really quickly. So I needed some headphones, and I've been procrastinating on going to get some because I didn't want to pay the money, and I'm lazy, and I didn't really need them because I haven't been using my headphones that much. I usually listen to my headphones when I'm trying to like escape the world, and just like I want everybody to leave me alone. Like I'm in my own bubble. Like just please don't come near me. Like I'm serious. Oh, my stuff is soaked. I'm gonna put these flowers down. Bye, babies. Bye. Mama loves you so much. Okay. See, I needed some headphones, and then I was like, it had been like maybe 3 weeks since I said I needed some headphones, and then today all of a sudden I was like, I wonder if I can manifest some headphones today. Like I kind of want some, but I don't want to pay for it, universe. I want it for free. Okay. So I went outside for a break, just to do some reading, and I was gonna try to upload a video to YouTube, but I didn't have any internet connection on my laptop, so whatever. And I was like, oh well, I guess it's not meant to be. Divine timing. So, and then this homeless guy was walking like back and forth, like kind of slowly pacing back and forth. And you know how when somebody kind of smirks at you, and you know that they have that little glint in their eye that they want to come over, and I'm like, oh God, I don't want him to come over, because I'm just in my own world right now, and I kind of don't want to be bothered. But I did smirk back because I'm not a rude person. Like, you're a person, I'm gonna smile at you. Like, we're here to share love and light, but that doesn't mean you have to be all up in my space when I want my own time, because I have boundaries. And plus, you know, when you open up to somebody and you open up that line of communication, people kind of take advantage, and they just want to talk to you forever and ever and ever, and then it's just like excessive, and it's like, okay, I have to shut this down, and it's like uncomfortable. It's a lot of different factors. But anyways, in that moment, I was connecting to my heart space, so I couldn't turn him away. I was like, this must be happening for a reason. I'm just gonna open up to it and see what happens. I can just leave it at any moment because I have to go back to work. So I have an excuse. I love excuses. I love getting out of stuff. I love, seriously, excuses feel like a blessing to me sometimes. Okay, so he came over and he was asking if he could use my laptop to charge his phone because he missed the bus and he had to get to work or something. And of course I had empathy for him. I'm like, okay, he's homeless, but he's working. Like, that's great. He needs to get to work. I want to help him out just for like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I got to go back in 5 minutes though. So he was charging his phone and whatever, and I had my headphones on trying to indicate non-verbally that, hello, I'm busy here, so please don't try to start a conversation. But he was making jokes and stuff, and I just wanted to make him feel good because, like, not everybody is going to take the time to actually talk to somebody. So, of course, I know, like, I try to keep a wall up, but then once it's opened up, it's just like, you're a person, and I can't be rude. I cannot. So anyways, he was telling jokes. I was trying to uplift his spirits and whatever. Naturally, I wasn't, like, going out of my way to give compliments, which I used to do in the past, but nobody has time for that. So he was just talking to whatever, and I'm just like smiling like I always do, being courteous and amicable. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh my God, I have 5 pairs of headphones. Do you want one? And I was like, universe, you know, heard me loud and clear or what? And of course initially I'm like, oh, I can't take that wouldn't be nice, because I'm so used to giving that I'm not used to receiving. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'll feel bad. He was like, you're gonna feel bad? Why? And like, he's like, you're helping me, because he actually offered me some money just so he can charge his phone. And I'm like, I don't need your money. I'm not gonna take your money. Like, that's no. So I guess it was an equal exchange. Like, energies are balancing out around here. Seriously, once you open up to the balance, everything starts balancing out. So I'm manifesting really fast. And so, but then later in the day, that was enough to get me through the day, the next hour, just like, oh, the universe is on my side. This is great. And then all of a sudden I started feeling so angry, like so frustrated, like, and I never get angry. I get sad. I cry all the time. I'm always purging through tears. But I'm talking fast because I don't know when this is gonna give out. But I never get angry, but I was like, I wanted to just like, I wanted to just release all this anger because I haven't had sex in a while and I haven't talked to my twin in a while, and I'm like, what the heck's going on, universe? Like, what's going on? Like, I was starting to like doubt it for a second. I'm like, is this love even real? Like, have I been committing to something that's not even real? Have I been committing to a person that's like completely never gonna commit to me? Like, what is happening to my life? And so I just started like in the car just like trembling and shaking, and I was trying not to not cry, but you know, in that time when you don't want to cry, but you're like, your mouth is trembling and your whole body is like, no, you got to get this out. And I'm like, I said I didn't want to cry, but I started crying. And I just started saying like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going to leave me again. Like, I can't believe you're going to make me do this without you. And I was having like a past life remembrances where I'm like, my twin left me in a past life, or I left him in a past life, and we weren't able to be together in a past life. And I'm like, it's repeating itself. And I'm like, no, please don't do this to me, twin. Wake up, baby. Wake up. Wake your heart up and come home, baby. Please, baby, now. And so I think I was feeling that way also because I was having withdrawals, because I hadn't checked his social media, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave him alone. I'm just going to do my own thing and focus on the mission at hand. But a sister broke down. A sister girl broke down. She was like, check his social media. Just see what, just see, because you know you need some consoling. So just see. Stop trying to control everything. Like, I'm always trying to control things. So I broke down, and this baby was on there singing about love, and it just touched my heart so deeply that although on the surface it wasn't as prophetic in the offering of love that others might have seen it, it is such a leap in the right direction for us that I saw way below the surface and what he was sincerely trying to communicate, and my heart just burst open with bliss and joy. And it was the confirmation that I needed in that very second, that in that very moment, just by trusting my heart and following my intuition. So definitely deeply surrendering and really relinquishing control to the divine, and following the divine guidance that is given to you moment by moment, not trying to shape shift and control everything. The water is great. It's so great. It's so great. Yes. There's beauty everywhere, there's magic everywhere, there's confirmation everywhere. There's love open for you without a care. So move forward with it if you dare. No, but seriously, continue to trust in the journey. Like, we're still on this journey for a reason. We're committing to bliss. We're committing to the ascension process. We're committing to healing ourselves and the conscious collective, because this type of relationship is a transcendent kind of love, and it helps create a new paradigm of what unconditional love means. And when we pave the way to show that this kind of love is possible, the waves are getting out of control and I'm cold. That this kind of love is possible, we open that up for others to experience it, and create a new template. And what's greater than that? You know, like opening up a new dimension of how we can exist. How beautiful is that? So I think I'm gonna leave it right then and there. Looks like it didn't die on me like I suspected. So that's a blessing. Universe is on my side. Oh, and another synchronicity was as I was driving up here to catch the sunset, I saw a coyote run across the street on the highway, on the Pacific Coast Highway. And I don't usually see that. I saw a dead coyote once, which represents a new beginning, or an ending, which is then a new beginning. But in any event, coyotes are symbolism between me and my twin, and every time I see one, I think of him. Every time he sees one, he thinks of me. We see them we saw them separately before we even knew or met each other. And then I initially told him that I always see them at the cemetery, and apparently now up here in Malibu. And in that moment, I knew that he was with me. And as much as the synchronicity was beautiful and blissful as it always is, there was this knowingness in my heart that I don't need that anymore. I'm not like obsessive over needing confirmation outside of the connection, because I know that it's real and I trust in it and I believe in it. And I receive it, okay? I receive this higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Dang, I have sand all over my body. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end it there because I'm like shivering and shaking and my mind is quaking. No, my body's quaking and my loins are aching because, you know, sacred sex is awesome, so hopefully that'll be happening soon. Me and my twin both need it. You know, sacred intimacy, healing, the healing touch, the love touch, love's touch. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Blessed be. I'll put my contact information in the description box down below. Catch a sister later. Bye.